So as we know, we already discussed many things in the circular motion in our last class. So let us continue from there in our today's class. And I'm going to introduce in our today's class types of acceleration also. So let us see, as we all knows that circular motion is a two-dimensional motion as we discussed. So the main thing we studied in yesterday's class, that is what theta, so which is known as, it's not a linear displacement. Theta means what we used to call, everybody? Which we used to call as angular displacement. So what is the units of angular displacement? SI unit always is to measure in, yes please,
Radian.
yes. So and we have studied that linear displacement is equals to radius into angular displacement. From that, angular displacement is equals to arc, length of arc divided by radius. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? All of you? Yes. So we have found that one. Next, by using a displacement, like by using differentiation, we have found the angular velocity. So what is the symbol of angular velocity, everyone? Omega is equals to delta theta divided by delta t. So this is what we used to call as, not velocity, we used to call it as, what we used to call? This one is known as
Angular.
angular velocity. Yes or no? So what is the dimensions of angular velocity? Everyone, we have been found that m0, l0, t power -1. Am I right or wrong? Everybody. And what is the SI unit of this one? Everyone, SI unit is what? Radians per second. Correct? No response.
Second.
Yeah. So that is what you have to understand. Clear, everybody? We studied or not yesterday? These all the things. All of you. Next, same way, we have studied angular velocity, instantaneous angular velocity, which is equals to d theta by dt. Same way, average angular velocity is equals to delta theta
Delta T.
yes. So these are all the things we studied. So what do you mean by angle average? Average means what? For example, time period is given. So for example, time is given between 0 to 5 seconds. Then we have to take theta 5 minus, what do we have to take? Theta 1. So theta 0 divided by delta. Is it okay, everybody? Clear? Yes. Understand, Amma? Everyone? So that is what we have to. We have already solved the numericals also. Yes or no, guys? And same way, if you want to find the reverse, if you want to find the displacement, linear displacement, then we have to apply what? Integration. So what is that called as? Integration of v dt. So same way here, if you want to find the angular displacement, what is the integration formula? Integration of w dt. Yes or no, guys? Please. So that is what we have been found. Next, you can see that. So these are all the things we studied, and we have found linear displacement and angular displacement, two formulas. What is the linear displacement formula, everybody? Linear displacement is equals to radius into angular displacement, and angular displacement is equals to, what is the formula, everybody? Angular displacement is equals to length of arc, that is what linear displacement divided by radius. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes. And we have found relation between speed and angular velocity. Can you find it? What is that formula? Speed is equals to angular velocity into radius. Am I right or wrong? We derived this derivation also in yesterday's class. After that only I have taught you the two questions. Is it correct, guys? Everybody should respond. Yes. So now after this is a very important thing. As we already solved the two questions, now we are going to continue from there. So let us observe very carefully. So as I taught you two questions related to this, now from there we are going to continue. So let us find the same way angular velocity of a particular particle. So let us see the question. Write the question. Find angular velocity of a particle at B with respect to A. What do you mean by this? W omega BA means what? Angular velocity of a particle at B with respect to what? Everybody? A. So please write that. Angular velocity of a particle. Particle at where, guys? Particle at B with respect to whom, guys? With respect to A. That's all. So let us take now. This is the point A. All of you observe. Point A. And the distance between the A and B. This is the B point. The distance between the A and B point is, that is what? what we used to call R. What do you mean by R, everybody? Horizontal. Yes, please. Horizontal range or whatever it is, radius you take it. Radius, okay, radius. Now here is the B point. So at this point, it is making the angle with the 30 degrees. What is the angle it is making? Everybody, it's 37 degrees. Okay. So now we have to find particle angular velocity of a particle B with respect to A. We have to do it. So observe very carefully. So what is the formula? We have found most important formula. Omega is equals to, from this. This is not the correct formula. What is the perfect formula which is applicable to always true? What is that? V perpendicular divided by R. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you understand this, then you can. So now if you notice it, all of you, now if you know, observe very carefully. So we are going to continue from here. So if you apply this formula, omega is equals to V perpendicular divided by 4. Now V perpendicular with respect to A. So with respect to A, what is the perpendicular? Respond, everybody. So we all know, is it this perpendicular? With respect to A, perpendicular means here it will come. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes, please. Yes. So now
sir.
here is the 37 degrees means here what will come? Let me take it is traveling with the initial velocity 20 meter per second. Then apply coordinates, we all people know. So here what will come? 20 cos 37. And here what will come? Everybody. 20 sine 37. So V perpendicular. So omega is equals to, who is the V perpendicular? Sine 37 or cos 37? Everybody. Sine 37. And R. R is how much, Amma? Everybody. Yes, please. 3. Okay. Now sine 37. Apply the triangle. Well-known triangle for us. 37 means, what is the angle? This is the 37. So here 3 and here 4 and here 5. So sine 37 value 3 by 5 divided by 3. So 3 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 fours are. So what is the answer? 5 radians per 5 radians, sorry, 4 radians per second. 4 radians per second. Understood? Ashita solved this question. Solve it now. Hope everybody
Yes, sir.
understood. Please proceed. Clear? Understood? Clear, everybody? Ishali, Manya and Samya, Pradosh.
Yes, sir.
How to solve it? That is what. So anybody having any problem, you can ask me in this. So if you understand this, next. Finish this question. Then only we'll proceed it. Everyone should solve. Mr. Moni is clear? Yes? Okay. Next. Completed this question. Everybody understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Next question. I will draw and you have to find it. So observe very carefully. So as I told you, the formula is applicable to anything. So this is the what now. So from here, the body is taking perpendicular. So this is what it is. You can notice it here. So all of you find if the body is traveling with a 5 meter per second. So again the same thing. With respect to O. Okay. With respect to whom, guys? With respect to O, we have to find the angular velocity of particle P with respect to O. Understand, Rudreswar? That is what. So how you people will solve? That is
Yes,
what.
sir.
Yes, please. And here the angle is 53 degrees. That's all is the question. Let me see who will solve. So how to solve this? Can you give an idea, please? Yeah, if you very simple. If your linear graph always theta is remains constant, or where is it? Linear graph. Linear graph. 10th class you studied.
Constant.
Yeah, even 11th I taught you. Everywhere theta is remains constant or where is it?
Constant.
So now, if here is the theta means, let me draw the line here, perpendicular line, sorry, which is parallel to the x-axis. Then if you notice it, and I will extend this angle also. So then what is this angle? Everybody, this is also will be how much? 53 degrees. Am I right? Others?
Yes.
All of you? Yes. Now, as we all knows that if this is the 90 degrees means, then this line will become 53 degrees. Then how much is remaining this angle? Everybody?
37
degrees. That is what is now wanted from me. Do you understand? Laksha? 37 degrees. Clear, everybody? How to find it? Because you'll understand. So, what is perpendicular to V? We should know it. Okay. Now, if you notice it, so then 37, if I apply, so this line, what it will come? 5 cos 37, and opposite line, I will draw perpendicular line. So, this is the perpendicular. So, this line will become what? 5 sine 5 sine 37. So I will make it as a dotted line so that you will all understand. Clear, everybody? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, that is what. So this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So what is the angle here? Now you can see that 5 sine 37. So now you apply the right triangle, which is very well known for us. The angle is 37 means here what will come? 4, here 3, and here what? 5. Am I right?
5.
So apply the formula now. W is equals to speed perpendicular divided by r, radius, whatever it is. So now what is the answer? Perpendicular to O. Verify that. That is what. So who is that? 5 sine 37, or it is, what is that? Or 5 cos 37. What is that? We have to find it, everyone. So find the angular velocity of particle at P with respect to O. That is what it is. So like similar case, before case, you just make it. So at O, if you notice it, so this is 90 degrees here. Then here also, what is that 90? This is x-axis. Then here also, what is the 90 degrees? Everybody. Yes, please.
Y.
Y. That is what. So what will happen? 5 sine
37.
because it is inclined surface. Understand, brothers? Why I am taking? Clear? All of you? Please respond. Yeah,
sir.
that is one. So 5 into sine 37 value 3 by 5 divided by 5. So 5 of 4. Sorry, that I have not given correct. R value is 4. Let me take 4. Yeah. So now from 0 to O to P, the distance is 4 meters. Then here how much will come? 4. So here also 4. So 5 will get cancelled. Answer is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 means how many? 0.5 radian per
Second.
0.5 radian per second. That's it. Let's finish it. Any doubt anyone can ask? Understood? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next. Next question. Question number. Solve this question. I'll wait. No issues. You solve it and then only we'll proceed. Do you all understand, everybody? Others? No response at all from anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any problem? Completed? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next question. See, not only this one, we will apply to this one, even the projectile motion also. We can find it. So, for example, let me take now a body is projected with 30-degree angle. Okay. So, like a projectile motion, 30-degree angle. So, that body will take and it will go like this and it will fall. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes. So, it will fall like this. So, now as it is falling like this, so the body is projected with 10 meter per second. So we all knows that if the thrown velocity is 10 meter per second, then before touching the ground also how much it will be? Everybody. It will be 10 meter per second. Am I right? Others, please respond. All of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it is 30 degrees means then with the ground also it will fall. What angle, Rudrashwa? Here also it will fall with 30 degrees. So that's what, that is answer I'm saying. Now find W. Question is find W with respect to O, just before touching the ground. That's all is the question. Before hitting the ground. before hitting the what? Everybody, before hitting the ground. So now observe very carefully. O is x-axis. So perpendicular means what will happen? It will come exactly, angle must be 90 degrees. Am I right or wrong, everybody? That is what
Yes,
we have
sir.
to do. Yes. So now, so omega is equals to V perpendicular divided by R. Now tell me how to find V perpendicular. As it is projecting with the 30 degrees, we all know it will fall also with the 30 degrees. Then x-axis, imagine that here also velocity will become same, 10 meter per second. Then x-axis what will come? 10 cos 30. Perpendicular I have to draw. This is the perpendicular. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, y-axis. Yes, please. Then here angle will be 90 degrees. So here what will happen? 10 sine. Nobody will respond. 10 sine 30. Am I right, Rudreswar? Solved or not like this? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what. So what is the V perpendicular? Aswita, 10 sine 30 ah, 10 cos 30 ah. 10 sine cos 30 is parallel to O. So no. So 10 sine 30 only perpendicular because it is V perpendicular. Am I right, everybody? That is
Yes, sir.
what. Divided by, let us take R value I am giving. If you notice, we have to find R value also. So let me take in this case. What is R? We all people know. So R means what? It is not radius. What is this here called as?
Horizontal range.
Yeah, horizontal range. So let us find that R value first. So how to find R value? Respond. Range. Range formula respond. Everybody. What is that? U square sine 2 theta divided by G. Am I right? You should speak.
Sir.
Not you. So U square sine 2 theta formula. Everybody. Sine 2 theta formula. Sine theta
Cos theta.
cos theta divided by G. So substitute the values. Initial velocity 10. 10 means 10 into 10. 10 square I'll write. Into 2 into sine 37. Sorry, sine 30 into cos 30. Divided by G value how much? G value 10.
10.
Clear? Others. So 10 10 will get cancelled. What else is remaining? Everybody. 10 2s are 20 into sine 30 value. Everybody.
1 by 2.
Okay.
Root 3 by
Next,
2.
cos 30 value, root 3 by 2. Next. So what will happen? 2 ones are 2 tens are. Next, same way here. 2 ones are 2 5s are. So what is the answer? R value. Everybody? 5 root 3.
5 root 3 meter.
So 10 sine 30 value, how much, guys? 10 into sine 30
1 by
value, 1 by 2 divided by 5 root 3. So 2 ones are 2 5s are, which is equals to 5 by 5 root 3. So 5 will get cancelled. So what is the omega? Everybody, 1 by
1 by
3,
root.
1 by root 3 radian per second. That is the answer. Clear? So for projectile motion, how to apply? Everybody understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what you have to remember. Any problem with anybody? You can ask. Understood, everyone? One and Samya. So here always perpendicular. You have to consider what? Perpendicular. So as we know, if it is rising with a 30 degrees, it will fall also with what angle? It will fall also with the same 30 degrees. Am I right or wrong? We solved or not already? Yes, that is what. So 10, this is 10 meter per second. Rising velocity is 10 meter per second, so that before touching also it will be same. So this is 10 cos theta, this is 10 sin theta. So we want V perpendicular, speed perpendicular, so that O axis, O point is going like this, then perpendicular means this only. Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody? Because as it is coming down. Clear? Yeah. So
Yes,
what is
sir.
the angle between them? The angle between them is 90 degrees. So that is what perpendicular. Any doubt? Anyone let me know. Clear? Okay. Yes. Now, same similar questions we can apply for relative motion also. So we all people already knows with respect to, we all studied rain problems and all. Do you remember, everybody? Relative motions. Yes, please. With respect to rain, what angle you should keep the umbrella and all. Say relative motion. If it comes to the relative motion, what is happening, Mahalakshmi? Focus on work. So in relative motion, if you notice it, all of you, so let us see the question, how to find it. All of you observe very carefully. Now, let me take this is the body at A, so which is moving perpendicularly. So perpendicularly with 10 meter per second. How much, guys? 10 meter per second. So now it is reaches to this point. So here it is traveling with 30-degree angle. How much angle, everybody? Traveling
30.
with 30-degree angle. Okay. Now, find the V relative. Understanding means in the sense of what will happen? Relative means we all knows velocity 1 minus, sorry, velocity 2 minus velocity 1. That is what we used to call as relative. Okay. So now, in these cases, so what we have to do means observe very carefully. They are asking speed of a particle at B with relative to the A. That is what they are asking. So in this case, velocity of B minus velocity of A. So at a time they are asking it. So now we all knows that. So let me take omega of a particle at B with respect to A is equals to, what is the formula? We all knows that. Everybody.
R.
V perpendicular divided by R. Now observe very carefully. V perpendicular must be what? It is a relative, not perpendicular. It is relative perpendicular. Do you all understand? Because we are finding here what motion? It is a relative motion. So it is not a V perpendicular. It is a what actually, everybody? Which is a V relative perpendicular. Understand, Rudreswa? It is V relative perpendicular divided
Yes,
by R. So what do you mean by V relative? We all knows that. Yes, please. V2 minus, what is that? V1.
minus V1.
Yeah, V1. So now observe very carefully. So V1 means we all knows VB, okay, V1. So what is the VB value? We all knows that if it is moving with a 10. So VB, B is also moving with a 10 meter per second. So VB they're asking. So V2 means VB, or else I can write VB minus VA. So divided by R. Okay. Everybody, any problem for you? Understand? So let me take that R value. R value, I am mentioning that this is the R. R is equals to 4. How much is the R value, everyone?
4.
R value how much, Amma? 4. Clear? So VB. VB means it is moving with the what? How much it is? 10
meter.
minus. Now, VA we want. VA means you observe very carefully. What is that? V relative perpendicular. So who is the perpendicular to A? Everybody check it here. This is what is the perpendicular. Am I right or wrong? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if it is perpendicular, here 30 degrees means here what will come? All of you, 10 cos 30. And here what will come? Others,
Sine.
10 sin 30. So here VA means what will come to the rest of? Perpendicular to VA. This is what VA dash. So what will happen? How much it will come? 10 sin 30. Clear?
30 degree.
That is what. So 10 minus, this is what? 10 into sin 30 value. 1 by 2 divided by 4. So 2 ones are 2 5s are
5 by 4.
equals to 5 by 4. So what is the answer? 1.25 radians per second. Do you all understand relative motion? How to solve? A is also moving and B is, we want to find, B is moving with the 30 degrees angle to the surface. Both are moving. Then we have to find the relative motion. Do you understand, everybody, how to find relative motion? Understand or not? Clear, guys?
Yes,
Yeah, that is what. So what is the relative motion? We have to find it. Anybody having any problem in this? Kindly let me know. Clear? Understood?
yes, sir.
Yes. So now remember, if I take only circular motion, so then we all know that omega is equals to V by R. It is only for what, everybody? What motion it is? It is only for circular motion. So it is not always true. It is not always true. That is also you have to remember. Because it is only applicable for what axis? It will be applicable only to the, yes please, circular motion. So if we take omega is equals to V perpendicular to R, this is the one always true. Okay. So the true formula is this one. You have to remember this. Or else this one, even we can write velocity or speed is equals to, velocity is equals to omega into R. So this is also both. So this both are same. Okay. So vector relation. This is what we used to call as, everybody? We used to call as vector relation between omega and R. So that is what. Whenever you get a vector relation between omega and R, you should write this one. So speed is equal, velocity is equals to angular velocity into radius. Already we derived this. Am I right or wrong? Formula also we derived or not? Everybody.
Yes, sir.
That is what.
Sure.
So these two are the always true. They are the accepted always true formulas is this one. But the first one is only applicable to circular. That is why it is not always true. That is what you have to remember. Any doubt, anybody? Please kindly let me know. Understand? All of you. So what is the more standard form which is always true? That is what omega is equals to V perpendicular divided by
R.
V perpendicular divided by R. That is what you have to remember. Okay, guys, respond. That is okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, so let us see the relation between angular velocity and frequency. Okay, what is our next target, everybody? Relation between angular velocity. What is the symbol of angular velocity, everybody? Omega and
Omega.
frequency. So we all knows that class 9th. Go back to the class 9th and tell me what do you mean by frequency, everybody? Frequency, general definition.
Inversely proportional to
Yeah, that is what number of
NEET.
revolutions. Understanding oscillations illa. Now circular motion, correct. So number of revolutions. Understand, Pradosh? Number of revolutions
Sir.
in 1 second. That is what we used to call as frequency. Okay, guys. But if you go to there,
Yes,
number of oscillations per second, we used to call as frequency. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes. Number of oscillations per second, we used to call as what, everybody? Frequency. Am I right or wrong? All of you? Yes. And same way, what do you mean by time period? Time period also tell me. What do you mean by time period? We all people knows. Time taken to complete how many oscillations? Time taken to complete time
One
taken
complete
to complete one oscillation. Okay, so one oscillation we used to call as time period. Of course, we all studied it in 9th class, and you can define the relation. Time period is equals to 1 by frequency, or frequency is equals to 1 by time period. Am I right or wrong, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is the same thing here. So observe very carefully. Now, what do you mean by frequency? Frequency means what? Number of revolutions in how many seconds?
One.
1 second. That is what. So 1 second, if you take for example, it is making, just I am saying you, for 1 second it is making F revolutions. How many revolutions it is making? If it is making F revolutions, understanding? Then what is the frequency, everybody? The frequency is equals to F. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
All of
sir.
you? So of course, the SI unit of frequency is Hertz. HZ. Remember, brothers, 9th class I taught. Hertz.
Yes,
So
sir.
SI unit of frequency is what, everybody? Hertz. Understanding? So Hertz means
Hertz.
units of oscillations per cycle. Oscillations per second. Number of oscillations per second. That is why we will say Hertz means oscillations per second. Is it okay, guys? 1 by second is only called as Hertz. Is it okay? Yes or no? That is what. So I am considering for 1 second it is making F revolutions means, then what is the frequency, everybody? What is the frequency?
F.
F. Now, so revolution, if it makes one revolution, one complete revolution, can you tell me what is the angular displacement shown by the body? We all studied at the yesterday's class beginning, I taught. One complete revolution, then what is the angular displacement shown by the body? If it made one revolution, all of you. Hey, circumference, that is total theta equals to what? One complete revolution. Theta is equals to angular displacement means theta only. Yes or no, Laksha, Aswita? Angular displacement means theta. Theta is equals to how much, Ra?
2 pi.
2 pi. Pi R. Pi. Understand? Suppose if it make two complete revolutions. Yes, Rudreshwar, yesterday I taught you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if it make two complete revolutions, means in the sense of what? 2 times of 2 pi.
4 pi.
Yes. If it makes three revolutions, three complete revolutions, then how much it will come? 3 times of? Yes, please.
2 pi.
3 times of 2 pi. So now, instead of 1 to 3, if it makes F revolutions, then what is the formula? Theta is equals to, everybody?
F into 2.
F into 2 pi. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
So theta is equals to 2 pi F. If it made F revolutions, then we can say theta is equals to angular displacement is equals to 2 into pi into F. Is it okay, everyone? Please respond, guys. That is what. Now, we want to find the relationship between angular velocity and frequency. Okay. So then we all know angular velocity formula. Delta theta divided by delta t. Am I right or wrong? Everyone? Yes, please. Yeah, we found it already, delta t. What is that? Theta. Delta t is equals to 2 pi f for how many seconds? Yes, please.
1
F revolutions is equals to this one. Then 1 second, how many revolutions it will make? This is what it is. So 1 second, which is equals to what is the formula? Everybody?
2 pi f.
Equals to 2 pi f. That is what you have to remember. So angular velocity and frequency. What is the units? Everybody? Now let me check it, verify it. So 2 pi. 2 pi means what is the unit? 2 pi means what is the unit? Radians. Am I yes or no? Yes, please. Radians into 1 by second. And omega means also, we all knows that radians divided by second. Okay. So radians will get cancelled. So what else is remaining? Yes, please. Seconds, here also second. So what is the frequency unit? Frequency unit is 1 by second. That is what equals to hertz. And the same way, angular velocity is also having the same units. What is the units of angular velocity? Everybody? Angular velocity is also, respond. Yes, please. Units. So units is equals to how much? Angular velocity, that one. Okay. 1 by second. Because 2 pi is the radians. So radians will get cancelled. It will become, correct or not? Am I correct, everyone? So both having the dimensions. What are the dimensions, everyone? What are the dimensions of now? Both omega is equals. What are the dimensions of frequency? 1 by time period. So what are the dimensions? M0, L0, T power minus 1. Same way, W also. T power minus 1 is the dimension. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. So what is the omega formula? Angular velocity and frequency. What is the formula? 2 pi.
F.
2 pi into F is the angular velocity formula. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask. Clear, understood? What is the relationship between angular velocity and frequency? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same way. Time period. So what do you mean by time period? You all people know 9th class. Time period means time taken to complete how many oscillations? Time taken to complete how many oscillations? One oscillation. Now here, not oscillation, revolution. So time taken for how many revolutions?
Complete one revolution.
Okay, that is what. So we have to remember that. So by the time, let me take now frequency is equals to F. So we all knows that if F frequency F number of revolutions means, if it will make F number of revolutions in 1 second, okay, F revolutions in 1 second means in the sense of one revolution is equals to how many seconds? 1 by F. Am I right or wrong, everybody? So if it will make 1 second is equals to F revolutions, then one revolution is equals to how many seconds? Everybody. One revolution equals to how many seconds it will make? Respond, Ra. 1 by F. 1 by F second. Am I right or wrong? Everyone? Yes?
Yeah.
That is only. So time taken to complete one revolution. What we used to call? We used to call it as time period, which is equals to 1 by frequency. Clear? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Each and everyone.
Sure.
So time period is equals to 1 by F. This is not a new relation to us, old relation only. Now, we all knows that omega. Omega is equals to what is the formula? Just now we have found it. What is the formula? 2 pi F. Okay. Then omega is equals to 2 pi into, in place of F, I can write it what? Now from this I can write F is equals to 1 by T. So which is equals to 1 by T. So what is the formula? Everybody. So omega is equals to, omega is equals to 2 pi divided by
D.
T. Okay. So omega is equals to 2 pi F, frequency and angular velocity relation. Omega is equals to 2 pi by T. This is the relation between angular velocity and what? Angular velocity and
Time period.
time period. Okay. So this is what about the circular motion, all the basic phenomena. Then if you studied this all the things we are studying only velocity now. So rate of change of velocity, we used to call something. What is that? We used to call
Delta.
as rate of change of velocity. We used to call as what?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. So Please still here, each and everything you revise and learn. Anybody having anything to ask me? Now, next we will study rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity we used to call it as what? Everybody. Rate of change of velocity we used to known as what? All of you? We used to call it as acceleration. Now, if it is a circular motion, all of you remember, it is not rate of change of velocity. You all should speak. What is that? Rate of change of, not velocity, it is simply. What velocity it is? Angular velocity. Then that is called as angular acceleration. What is to call? Angular acceleration. It's not acceleration. Okay. Now, so basically, you can see all of you. S means, what is the formula we got it? Everybody respond. S is equals to R into theta. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Then same way, V is equals to, speed is equals to R into omega, we got it. Now, rate of change of velocity, we will get acceleration. So acceleration is equals to R into alpha. So what is this alpha means? We'll understand it. We'll derive the formula also. See, displacement, rate of change of displacement, velocity, rate of change of velocity, we used to call it as what? Everybody, we used to call it as, respond, all of you, acceleration. Okay, so this is called as linear acceleration. What is to call? Which we used to call as linear acceleration. And this alpha we used to call as what acceleration we used to call as? Anybody? Angular acceleration. Understand, Rudreswa? Okay, this S is called as what? Everybody, S is called as linear displacement. And theta is called as what? Angular displacement. You should, V means linear speed. Okay, linear velocity. And omega means what? Everybody? Angular velocity. Okay, so that is what. And we are having this angular acceleration 4 types. What is the types and everything we'll discuss in the next class. So now your duty, once meeting is completed, go through all these things and solve everything, learn the relations. Everything is very, very important. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. I hope